Hello, Pokemon trainers.
Hello.
So we have more Pokemon Sun and Moon information. We're just going to talk about what was revealed. Exclusive leaked footage of... Just so you're not going to see it anywhere else. Don't go to Shofu. Don't go to whoever else. Moody Pones. Anyways, so, new information. No new Pokemon, but there were a lot of really cool things that were shown on this trailer that was released this morning. So, first, Dieter, what do you want to talk about first?
The legendaries typing.
Yes, okay. So, first of all, the two legendaries, the Sun legendary is called how do you say that? How do you want to say that?
Solgaleo,
Solgaleo, I don't know. So, probably Solgaleo or something like that. You know, Leo is lion, Sol is sun, something weird like
Galileo.
Probably. So, he is, what typing is he, Dieter?
Fire and dragon.
Isn't that so awesome? He's so rare.
Just kidding.
Yeah, he's...
Psychic and steel.
Alright, Dieter.
Metagross, Jirachi.
Bronzong. So basically, despite the way he looks, he has the same exact typing as Bronzor, as a plate, as a floating plate with eyes. How mad are you? How mad are we, Dieter?
Pretty mad. I guess if you look at its legs, you can see that it's steel.
I don't see the psychic. I can see the steel.
Like steel and fire. Everyone was expecting fire. I know that.
Yeah. Much. Look, it's right next to a burning sun.
And his mane looks a little
fiery.
Yeah.
Starry.
But
come on, even introduce a new typing. Come on.
Or
jeez.
Something unique we haven't seen.
And
fire and
there's
electric.
Oh, that would be really cool, but he doesn't really look electric. But yeah,
more electric than psychic.
Yeah, I agree. So it looks like they're trying to do some kind of like thing between the two where they're both psychic. That's like their connection, but I don't care. They could be totally different. Like Xerneas and Yveltal were completely different typings, and that was perfectly fine. So whatever. Not happy. I still want Sun, I guess, but I don't care. I don't know if I'll really care to use him so much. Dieter, do you want to talk about his ability or
sure? Let's just keep talking about
exclusive move.
So he has full metal body, which is probably like clear
body, which that's why doesn't he just have
full metal?
They just love giving these legendaries exclusive abilities that just do the same thing as other abilities. Okay, sorry. We'll try not to bash it too much.
So its stats can't be lowered.
Yeah. So, because in the video, it's fighting a Salamence. Salamence has Intimidate, and it basically blocks the Intimidate from happening. So, that looks like that's what it's going to do. Mm-hmm. And then next...
his move is called Sun Steel Strike.
It looks like a fire move. It's probably not.
It's maybe steel and fire. You know how Lucha had fire and flying.
Flying press?
Yeah. Because, it has steel in it. They had to add steel to specify.
But they had the word sun in it, too.
Yeah.
And nothing in that...
and all of it was fiery.
Nothing in that move denotes that it's psychic at all. So it's probably a steel type move, which, whatever.
And they're going with, sun and fire. Why not give it that type?
We're not happy about that. But remember, if you look back 3 years to our Pokemon X and Y videos, there were a lot of things we were at. We're basically bitter old brats when it comes to new Pokemon stuff. We don't like our Pokemon changed. All right, next is Lunala. Nala, like on Lion King.
Okay, Lunala, I like it because... I want to get Moon.
Dieter wants Moon, I want Sun.
It is Ghost and Psychic.
Alright, so what about that typing? What's unique or noteworthy about it?
Only one other has that typing, which is Hoopa.
Yep.
But, it looks like an evolved Hoopa. Just kidding.
Yeah, it looks Hoopa-ish.
Just the face, kind of.
It's still really cool.
Yeah, I like it. I like that it's Ghosts, but again with the Psychic.
Yeah, it couldn't. Yeah, they could have done without it. Ghost and Dark would have been fine. Ghost and even Fairy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be cool. No one's Ghost.
Yeah, that'd be
theory.
legit.
Moongeist Beam,
and it looks awesome. Like all of the points on its body like line up. It's obliterating a Gengar in the trailer.
It says it's super effective, so it's probably Ghost.
The thing is, it could be Psychic, but it looks like it's probably Ghost. Like
but
it's purple.
If it has the word Moon in it, why isn't it Fairy type?
Oh yeah,
Moonblast.
Almost all the moon moves in Pokemon so far are Fairy type now. But it's probably Ghost. It's super effective against Gengar, but also Geist is another word word for like ghost, I think in German, or I don't know, something. I play Magic the Gathering and they use that word a lot. Yeah. Oh, and then they said like on Twitter they said something like these 4 islands are home to a lot of, or they didn't exactly say a lot of new Pokemon, but they implied it. And I was gonna comment like hopefully more than 70, but hopefully there are more Pokemon.
If there's 70, this game is gonna
We're done.
suck.
Because X and Y, we were so disappointed.
Hate that game.
Dieter hates X and Y. So Alola region, and it's 4 islands, and I think it said one of them is artificial. I don't know if it's a 5th one that's artificial or one of the 4. So it's based on like Hawaii, but it's cool. You'll probably be traveling through these islands a lot. I don't know if that's annoying or not, because I always hate surfing a lot in games. Like, that's one of the worst things in Pokemon games. I don't think there's a lot of that in X and Y, which is one of the good things about it. But in almost every other one, there's a portion of the game where you have to surf to get to a new town.
Yeah.
It takes forever, and there's all these tentacles and trainers. Super annoying, but hopefully that doesn't happen here, because this is, like, a lot of water.
One thing I have a problem with
here we go.
Well, just based on the little...
Snippets
of, you know, the trainer traveling through the regions, is that it looks so like bland and boring, like that part.
Yeah,
like,
they didn't.
There's no decoration.
They didn't do themselves justice with the 3 clips they showed. Well, that part looks pretty cool because it's like a city, but it looks like Castelia.
Any other city.
Like Castelia.
Like, there's nothing too unique. You know, Hawaii could be so much prettier.
Did you remember in the last trailer, and I brought this up in the video that I made, where it looks like there's like these tiki things that they're running past? That looked cool, but that looked Hawaii-ish or islandish, I guess. But this part, I agree with Dieter. Like, they didn't do themselves justice when they showed these 3 clips of different parts of the world.
Look like they could be from
literally any game. It's just, well, that could be like I don't know, lava, but they're just like running up like a dirt thing, and there's some grass. It's as boring as it sounds. But yeah, so the islands, hopefully they're cooler than they look, but there's 4, so maybe they'll each have their own unique stuff going on. What about the trainers, Dieter? It looks like customization is back.
Yes, so you can be a boy or girl, obviously, and now you can be whichever race you are.
So they
There's only 4 options.
And they basically, from what it looks like, they kept a little bit of the customization from X and Y, but also took some away. Like, it doesn't, I mean, we don't know one way or another, it doesn't look like you can change their clothes like you could in X and Y, but to be honest, that wasn't that like exciting anyways. But I can be brown in this game, which is cool. You can have blonde hair or black hair or whatever, you know. Sure, that's cool. You can make it look like you. Speaking of chicken, we're gonna get to something about chicken in a second here. We're moving through the trailer here. Okay. Alright, so the new professor is evil, by the way. He's a monster. He's a scary monster, and you should avoid him at all costs. Do you want to explain why, or should I?
You can.
So his name is Professor Kukui. And I don't know about y'all, but in Spanish-speaking places or whatever, the Kukui is like a monster, like kind of like the boogeyman kind of thing. It's something they use to scare children, and so it's like a horror story, and it's like a monster, a scary, horrible, horrendous, atrocious monster that you never want to encounter, and he eats your dreams. I don't know, I'm making that up, but the Kukui is bad and it's evil, and his name is Professor Kukui, so they should have double checked with their Spanish branch of the Pokemon company before they approved that name. But these names do sound very islandish, like islandish. So it does sound like they're being true to like the nature of the world. But Kukui in Spanish, like I said, is like a monster. So good luck with that. He looks
used Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, like come on, that would be awesome. I mean, this guy's trying to be all hot. Like, okay, come on, what's your first impression of him? He looks like a gym leader. He doesn't look like a professor.
He looks annoying. Like, he'll be annoying.
He has like a sneer, like he's smirking.
Yeah.
Like that's not a good.
He looks arrogant.
Yeah, he does. Which of the professors that we've had, like he's showing off his
Not
body.
Professional.
Yeah, Professor Oak would never show off his body like that. He's dedicated to his work. Professor Kukui, who knows? Who knows what his intentions are? Let's move on. Next is Lily.
Well,
yeah, this is Lil. Yeah, she's a mysterious assistant. I don't know what that means. Do you have any thoughts on her? She has a hat like Caitlyn.
I'm wondering why she's mysterious.
Yeah, she's probably like
She's
the
the
villain
champion?
she's probably the champion or the villain or something. I don't know. Spoiler alert. All right, now here's probably the nicest thing I can say about this trailer, and one of my favorite parts about it: the Rotom Pokedex. So we don't know exactly what this is gonna be, but it's a Pokedex inhabited by a Rotom.
Yep. So he talks to you.
He talks, which I think is cute. He looks cute.
He looks funny. He looks cool, and who knows if we can battle with him.
Dieter's hoping we can battle with him. That would actually be really awesome. I don't know if they'll do that, but if they do, that'll be great. He talks, so that's kind of cool. I don't know, he'll probably add some new features or whatever, but I just think it's cool. And also this kind of shows that they're kind of keeping in mind all the other Pokemon, because like sometimes in 5th gen, there were only the new Pokemon. You couldn't catch any old ones.
Good.
That was cool. I guess that was interesting. And then in 6th gen, there were like Pidgey and
200 old ones and 70 new.
Oh yeah, that's how they made up for it. But anyways, yeah, the Rotom Pokedex, it's awesome. I don't know what exactly it's gonna do. They don't talk about this in the trailer, but they did post on like Twitter, on the Pokemon Twitter, that like, I don't know what this means, but you can scan QR codes on your Pokedex or something. So I don't know if like that's a new way to obtain Pokemon, or if or what, because they also showed a screen picture with a Pikachu next to like a QR code. So
great.
I know that can be cool, but it can also be weird. Like if they overuse it, what?
Are we gonna have to start buying Pokemon now?
Like with actual, oh man, once that happens, I'm done with Pokemon.
Like they're gonna sell packs, maybe?
Packs of Pokemon, and they're random. No, that'd be terrible. Yeah, so I don't know what the QR code thing means. Hopefully it's done in a way that's really cool and unique, but who knows?
Yeah.
Alright, well, we'll see if this gets Dieter's approval, and we plan to do a Let's Play of it. We're going to do a dual Let's Play, hopefully, so we'll be showing footage of, like, Dieter playing through it and footage of me playing through it, and our teams and all, and you'll see how they develop, and we'll be battling each other throughout, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Yep.
Something different. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe for more Pokemon videos, and let us know what you thought of all this new Sun and Moon info.
Yep. See ya.